head for the train. I'm feeling dedicated as my jeans. I'm about to slam the diesel.
A noisy crowd just needs to be warmed up. It may be raining outside, but the sun is most definitely shining in here. The first thing this afternoon, please, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you to be upstanding for the national anthem. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, Nettlebed is a thriving community. It is wonderful to see so many of you here today. And of course, at the very heart of that community is the parish council. And it is my very great pleasure to welcome this afternoon the chair of the parish council, Barbara Lewis.
Get it on. Thank you, Al. Thank you, and welcome to everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. I think I've seen some stunning outfits, and you all look absolutely super. And yes, as you've seen, we've got Plan B and Plan C, and we're all indoors, but isn't this lovely? And I think the one thing that Nettlebed is very good at doing, and the wonderful thing about having these amazing occasions, is that it brings communities together. And that's what this has done. We've done it before. Malcolm and I arrived in Nettlebed on the Queen's actual birthday, April the 21st, in 1977, just in time to get involved with all the celebrations for the Silver Jubilee. And I've just met somebody who's just arrived in Nettlebed, so they've come just at the right moment, which is very exciting. So we welcome them and we welcome everybody. I think it's important to let you know a little bit about some of the arrangements. They are different slightly from what you've got in front of you because most of the things are being brought indoors, like the face painting, and have your transfers and nails done while you wait, which is actually on the stage. And we've got Darren, that's courtesy of Sarah. We've got Darren who's going to be doing the children's entertainment. And I see some of you have got the most lovely balloons and hats and they are quite wonderful. So he's going to be doing that from 1:30 to 2:15. And then at 2:15 we have the ceremonial cake cutting. And Peter is lending his magnificent sword so that the cake can be cut very, very specially. After that, the river pageant. You all come to the right place today because the river pageant will be on from 2:30 to 4:30, and so you can watch that here. Everybody can watch it if you want to. Our thanks here to so many people. It's very difficult. Oh, before I say that, I just caught a glimpse of my husband, which reminds me that we have other things going on. After today's here, we are going to all go down to the church for the Jubilee Thanksgiving service at 6 o'clock. Now, you might decide to stay around here and drink and chat, or you might just want to pop home and then come back again. At 6 o'clock at the church for the Thanksgiving service. Then the Flower Festival and exhibition of Nettlebed past and present. I don't know whether you've actually been down there yet, but you can see that. If you go to church this afternoon, you will see it. If not, it's open until Tuesday, the end of Tuesday. The exhibition might be there a bit longer, I think. And then tomorrow, we've got the beacon on the green. It's all happening in Nettlebed. Radio Oxford knows all about this. I've actually talked to them twice this week, so they know everything that's going on in Nettlebed, and we might get extra people because of that. Not sure we can cope with them today. But the beacon will be lit at 10:01 tomorrow evening. But bring picnics. Hopefully the weather will oblige. Bring picnics from 8 o'clock. Now it just really remains for me to say a few thank yous, a few very special thank yous to our team who put all this together, particularly Lou, who's brought together and coordinated all the things, and Peter, who is holding the purse strings, and that is so important, and he's been doing a fantastic job. We've got the bouncy castle, thanks to Jane, as I've mentioned Sarah already, Darren here doing his bit. Pat Sparrowhawk, I can't go on without telling you about Pat. Months ago he said he would love to do the photographs and filming for this occasion, and he has been so ill. He came out on hospital on Thursday evening. He rang my doorbell on Friday morning and said, "May I have my job back, please?" And I said, "Of course, Pat, wherever you are, welcome back. Welcome back, Pat. Wonderful to have you back. And if I may, I'd just like to read a little poem that Pat's sister actually gave to me, written by her grandmother, and it was written in 1955. And this is about Nettlebed. It has a rural beauty that is unsurpassed by none. It also houses friendly folk, good neighbours, every one. It welcomes passing strangers till they hate to leave, 'tis said. A little gem in England's crown, our village, Nettlebed. Thank you, Al, for being our MC for the day, and thank you everybody for coming, everybody who's helped and contributed. Thank you and have a wonderful time.
Thank you very much. Now, as you know, we are celebrating the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, 60 years. But what has been happening in Nettlebed in the last 60 years? Well, to tell you a little bit more, and very briefly, it is a great pleasure to introduce our local historian, Malcolm Lewis.
Thank you, Al. Well, this will only take about an hour and a half, but don't worry. There's a tremendous amount of history, of course, in this village. It's been here a very, very long time. Did you know the Flintstones once lived in Nettlebed? 6 million years ago. How do we know? We found one of their hammers, and there's a picture of that in the church, in the photographic display. So we've been here a long time. Good folk, and we've celebrated many, many times the coronations and jubilees, just as we are doing today. So it's a tremendous history. Barbara mentioned the beacon, and of course in 1588, what happened in 1588? The Armada! Yes. The Spanish were coming over the horizon, and Nettlebed lit a beacon on the hill. So tomorrow we're lighting another beacon. We hope that's not the end of the Euro, but that's the way it's going. And Barbara has mentioned the Flower Festival and the little photographic display in the church. All sorts of interesting things indeed. And one of the things, the nicest thing, people bring out all sorts of treasures. And there, the cricket club have put on a lovely floral display, and the display includes Fred Leverett's presentation cricket ball. And if you can spot it in the church, well done. But it's lovely. Thank you so much for everybody who's contributed. Al.
Right. Thank you, Malcolm. Now, I believe you're here for lunch. Is that right? This is not nearly Butlins enough for me. Are you here for lunch? That's more like it. I'm doing the warm-up for you, Darren. Anyway, I need to explain how this is going to work. You're all familiar with the club. But in effect, we need to get all of you through those double doors into the serving area in the building next to us, served with meat, hog roast, barbecue, salad. The great cacophony of food that is out there needs to then be brought back in here, and it's going to be a challenge, so bear with us. So, we're not going to split you into tables, it really isn't bombing, and say go one table at a time. But please, if you would, when you're ready, like to make your way through these doors and help yourselves to lunch. Have your tickets available, please. Peter will be taking those. Well done, Peter. We're now going to cut this cake up, right? I don't know where this tradition came from, but it's marvellous all the same. Thank you for...
I think they're big enough, don't you?
Oh, yes. Perfect.
And people have got lots of icing, those Nettlebeds.
Yeah.
Just pile them. Do you want to take the shot them on whilst I cut the next slice?
Yeah, why not? That's a good idea. Can you just go
Bring you to the ground!